fight the COVID-19 pandemic to save lives, we are also working on our response to save livelihoods. The 2020 UN Financing for Sustainable Development Report gives us a timely reminder. The report highlights that prior to the outbreak of the pandemic, the global community was already falling behind on efforts to end poverty, reduce inequalities, and combat the climate crisis. COVID-19 is a first-of-its-kind development emergency, and all countries must rise to the challenge. We have one chance to build back better together for people and for the planet. Our recovery will require a globally coordinated fiscal response. The Secretary-General has called for a package in the magnitude of 10% of global GDP. That means, for example, Japan's stimulus of 20% of GDP and US's stimulus of 13% of GDP. A significant part of this package needs to focus on the same fiscal opportunities to the most vulnerable countries. We must do all that we can to prevent a devastating debt crisis. This includes suspending debt payments for developing countries impacted by COVID-19, and at the same time stabilize financial markets. In the near term, banks must help the most in need by rolling over debt to small and medium-sized businesses, and also individuals who find themselves cash-strapped. This must also include incentives to keep jobs. Let's also promote trade by eliminating barriers and restrictions that affect supply chains to those whose lives depend on them. Equally important, this crisis has shown us weak social protection systems. We must strengthen them, and this should be a part of a wider investment to bolster crisis prevention, risk reduction, and we must plan to recover better as we facilitate and foster public and private investment in sustainable development. It is also crucial to prioritize all people among the new realities of a digitalizing economy. Now more than ever, we need equitable access to the internet and to all technologies. COVID-19 is a global development emergency. COVID-19, anywhere, affects us all everywhere. Unprecedented times are calling for unprecedented actions. We can no longer act alone for the benefit of a few. We need solidarity to achieve the solutions that will get our world back and on a better track. Thank you.